Welcome to TopBranch, a series from the Dove Agency, where we're rooted in stability and reaching for growth. Join the Dove Agency and our special guests as we bring you expert insights and practical solutions to help your interior design business thrive. This is TopBranch. Let's grow together.
So welcome to the first episode of TopBranch. I am Beth Bender, and I am the co-founder and an owner of the Dove Agency. And this is Ruth Ann Jansen, and she is also owner of the Dove Agency, and she is president of the firm. And we have had this little idea percolating for several years now that we wanted to bring to you guys kind of on as best we can, a weekly basis, some of the ideas and thoughts and some guests that we think would be helpful for you in running your business. And, one of the things that we understand is your time is super valuable. You're really, really busy. And so we want to do this in as best as we can, 8 to 10 minute chunks, and get you just like one or two great ideas or thoughts that you can take away with you and, just think about how that would help your business. And so one of the reasons that we kind of felt like we were ready to do this now, like I said, it's been percolating for a while now, but one of the reasons that we decided that we were kind of ready to do it at this time is because we are both in a place where we feel like, having served really hundreds of clients over the last 9 years, and having been a part of this industry and met so many wonderful creatives as well as amazing business people, we've really walked through the trenches with you guys and with people in this industry that we have gleaned a lot of information from, that I believe they've gleaned information from us. And so we kind of felt like we were at a point now where we could, with some authority and with some confidence, come and speak to you guys and do that in a really authentic way. And so I think, I'm not going to take a long time introducing myself. If you want to know about me, you can go on the website and learn more about me over at the Dove Agency. But I do want to just give Ruth Ann a little bit of an opportunity to introduce herself and some of her qualifications, because she's going to be talking a lot more business and financials. And I think that when you've got somebody that's going to be sharing a lot of financial information with you, you might want to know a little bit about why they have authority to be telling you this stuff. So, Ruth Ann, why don't you kick it off with why you're equipped and capable of talking financials?
I will do that. Well, thank you so much. And just the other thing that's kind of a little bit of a backdrop on how we wanted to get started with this, these little snippets, if you will, is that I'm going to talk about like my financial background, but Beth is more like sales and marketing leaning. So needless to say, the two of us in our operations of our own firm have a little healthy tension.
Yes.
And that's kind of one of the ideas that we want to be bringing into this as well. It's just that, yes, there's always this mindset of like grow, new ideas, innovate. But then there's got to be somebody in the background going, "Woo, wait a second, do you have the money to do this? What kind of systems and processes?
Squashing my fun.
What kind of systems and processes do we need to put in place?" But just a quick, like Beth said, just a very quick bit on my background. I have a pretty deep background on the financial side. I worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers, left there as a senior manager. I was working primarily in their mergers and acquisition group, worked on a lot of deals, Fortune 500 companies, and some, smaller, private equity based things as well. And I think that what I learned in that experience, as well as being a senior director at a tech company in the Boston area, is just that where I love to be is in that small business entrepreneurial space. And that is every design firm, because they are, sizes 1 to maybe 20 to 25 on the very high end. And that's actually the size of our firm as well. And that is small business to the T. And so that is a space that I love to be in. I love the, ability to think on your feet. You have to think on your feet. You have to bring creative solutions to problems. You don't have this litany of experts on your team that can solve the problems. You as the business owner are having to solve these problems. That's kind of the mindset that we're bringing to this as well.
Yep. And I think, when we look at what we want for this series to accomplish, we really do want you guys to be able to not only hear from us, because like Ruth Ann said, like we've got all this wealth of information from the hundreds of clients that we've served over the years of running the Dove agency. And we have our own past experiences that we've brought to the table to kind of run our service-based industry, and our service-based company. But I think, there are guests that we have met that we just, we sit at some of the, panels that we go to at High Point or at Dallas Market Center or wherever, and we just are awed. I mean, literally in awe at some of the information that comes out of the experiences that you guys have had. And, we understand that when you're running a small business, and especially a service-based business, a lot of what you learn is by trial and error. And it's not things that you can learn by reading a book. It's not things that you can necessarily learn by going to school. It's things that you learn by being in the trenches. And so we have war stories. I mean, we got a lot of war stories. We have our own war stories. We've heard your war stories.
Yes.
And so, obviously we're going to really, I think, have a lot of fun being able to just start to banter around and discuss some of this with you guys as the audience. And so who knows, we might, get a question from one of you guys or whatever in an email, and we might say, hey, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd honor or invite you on to come on and be a guest. So with that, like we said, this is just an intro. Really, I think the meat and the guts of what we're going to be doing is going to be coming in episode 2 and beyond. We are going to be coming to you guys live. These are unedited. These are unscripted. I got to be honest with you. And
running around, lawnmowers, all the things.
Lawnmowers, all the things. You might hear a dog bark in the background. I'm currently on vacation in North Carolina. Ruth Ann is currently at her home. We might come to you truly sometimes together. We might be coming to you from Air Babies. We might be coming to you sitting on a beach somewhere. I don't know. But when we do, what we promise you is we'll come authentically, ourselves, unscripted. You're gonna really hear from us our true thoughts. These are not things that we're going to be saying or doing to get anything from you. We really just want this to be an opportunity for us to give back to this industry.
Share. And I think just to add to that a little bit for those that are maybe unfamiliar with our firm or even the industry as a whole, is that the things that we're going to be bringing into this series, if you will, are going to be across the entire back office of a design firm, financial, marketing, sales, CRM, all of the different aspects of a business. Like, we're going to bring insights into that. We're going to bring insights into systems. We work in a variety of systems at the Dove agency. We have experience in probably 20 plus of those processes. We've helped so many designers of different shapes and sizes get good, strong, repeatable processes in place. So those are the types of things that are forthcoming, like kind of across the entire back office, and then focused on different systems, processes, team, the right talent, all of these things that you need in order to grow, scale, improve, make more money, which is something that most of us are trying to do.
Absolutely. That's why we're in business. It's not charity.
Exactly.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So,
well, I think we're getting ready to wrap here. Somebody's got to keep us on schedule. So this comes to a conclusion of our first little segment.
Little intro. Yeah, exactly. And we will always get to do our best to sign off with a quote. And we are going to say the quote, and then we're going to give our little thoughts on it, and then we'll be signing off. So, Ruth Ann, do you want to start with our little quote for the day?
I have started this kind of obsession with these quotes that are probably more business focused, but we're going to go do a wide variety. Some of them will be funny, some of them will be business. But I love this author, James Clear. He wrote this amazing book called Atomic Habits. And one of the great quotes in that book is, we don't rise to the level of our goals, but we fall to the level of our system. So this is a topic that we're actually going to be exploring in the next episode. So come join us for that coming up next week.
Absolutely. So thanks, guys. We're excited for what's coming. Bye.
The Dove Agency is committed to services that ensure your financial stability and growth. As part of our dedication to the design industry, we present ID Nest, a powerful software solution for designers. Built by industry experts, it integrates financial insights, project and task management, time tracking, CRM and marketing tools to streamline workflow and power your designs. Join us next time on TopBranch. And in the meantime, to learn more, visit idnest.com.